What's going on? It's Bully the Kid. This video is going to be showing you very easily, very simply, how to change out the pickups in your P-Bass or Jazz Bass. It all works out the very same way. For a P-Bass, there's only two real leads that you have to do if you're actually swapping out new pickups. You have your negative lead that goes to a ground, which is on the cavity of your pickup, your potentiometer, and then you have your hot, which is landed on one of the leads that's here. Okay, let me actually zoom in and show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so we have this black wire here. There we go, let's zoom in there. Got this black wire here. It's landed on the potentiometer when you open it up. And then we have this white wire here, which is the hot of these pickups. So only thing you actually have to do is disconnect these two spots, put in your new pickups, which are right here, and reland them in and put all your screws back in. So I'll just go ahead and run through this really quickly and see how easy it is. Now keep in mind, I'm not a professional or anything like that. I'm just somebody who wanted to work on his own guitars. So I kind of basically watched YouTube and taught myself how to do this type of stuff. And this is pretty much where I am as far as that goes. So right now, I'm waiting for the soldering iron to warm up so that I can pull off these points. But let me tell you about my soldering station. I have a Weller. This is what it looks like. It's pretty cheap. I got it for about $45. Came with the little sponge, came with the attachment that you put the that houses the actual soldering iron. Came with all that, and I paid, I think, $45 for it. As far as your solder, which is a 60, 10, 40 lead, I paid like $6 for this, and I bought this like maybe like a year ago. I've used it like 3 or 4 times for whatever upgrades I was doing. But yeah, so just go ahead and, if I can, still not getting hot enough to take this off. Oh, it's almost there. There we go. A little bit hotter. And then pull off this lead as well, if I can. If I can pull off this lead, I'll be good to go. All right, so that's out. Clean off the solder lead. All right, go ahead and pull out these pickups. All right, these that I decided to go with are Seymour Duncan quarter pounders. I actually had these just kind of chilling, so I went ahead and borrowed them from one of my older basses that I don't use as much, and I'm gonna go ahead and throw them in, and it should be good. Should be all right. So we're gonna see what's what. I think this one goes down at the bottom. So let me change these. I was at the top. This one goes like this. So throw you on here. Throw this cover on here. Come on now. And then slide you on in. Alright. And because I've already put this in an excess base before, I know that it's pretty much gonna fit. It won't be any problems or anything. So this is pretty a best case scenario, because it won't always be that you buy pickups and they fit exactly. You may have to work around a little bit to get them to go where you want them to be. I worked with these before, so it should be alright. Screwing down the pickups before I solder so they don't move on me. There we go. Alright. That's one. Lock down. This one here. And I will go ahead and be truthful. The only reason why I got into doing this type of stuff is because if I was to take it to a luthier or if I was to take it to Guitar Center or something like that, they charge me like $100 or, you know, an absorbent amount of change just to do a simple, you know, 10-minute job. And I'm doing this whole thing without any breaks, without any cuts or anything like that. And they charge like $50, $60 to do something that anybody can do relatively easy with no experience, nothing like that. So, alright, now the money I'm saving here, I'll actually put into a station. And knowing me, how I am, I like upgrading my stuff. I'll use it far more often than I think I will. And that's been the case so far, because I've used it and upgraded 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of my bases with this soldering station. So that's probably like $300 I saved by doing it myself. And it's all a learning experience, so can't really complain at that. So let's go ahead and put back in these leads. Put this back on there. Make sure that's clean. Make sure that's straight. That looks good. Okay, so put this hot back. Go ahead and work this solder to it. Let's do this negative first. So this negative. Can you see it? Okay. So make sure just drop it on down in there. Make sure it's in there real good. That looks good. Just to make sure. Throw a bead on that boy. There you go. A little bead on now. Make sure everything's cool. Lock down in place. Alright, so that's the negative. Negative's hooked up. Let's go ahead and get this positive here. Clean this up. Alright. And if I can, I'll just bead this thing right on the top of there. If I can, I should go through it. I'm not sure if I'll be able to make it on through there. So. Yeah, it's a tight squeeze, so let me throw this on top of it. Kind of feels like I'm welding, although I have no idea how to weld. But it's cool nonetheless. So hopefully that is, damn it. All right. Hopefully that is it. So let's give that a go. Turn down my iron. Get that out the way. Go ahead and plug that bad boy in. See what the heck we got. See what we got. No hitches. And that's it. That is it. Just that fast. So, doing a little work. Ain't really the hardest thing you can do. Only thing you got left is to tuck in all your wires and all that good stuff. And then, you know, make sure that everything looks nice, you know, because I'm not a professional and I want it to still look good. So make sure I tuck in my wires, put back in all my screws, make sure they fit good, everything locks in place. And then I could call this little project complete, man. So that's that. So just that fast, without putting in the screws. Everything looks good. Everything's lined up. If you want to check that out, everything is lined up as far as the spacing. Look at that. Everything's lined up as far as strings over the magnets and whatever. So, you know, it's a good project. So anybody can do this. If you care to put a little time and learn a little effort, learn a little technique, anybody can do it. So till next time, this is Alan, aka Bully the Kid, signing off. Y'all be easy.